Hello everyone, it's Ben again, and as you know, I've spent the last 18 months looking very closely at the surface of Mars to bring you proof that there is life on Mars. So uh, today I have two photos for you to look at. Uh, to me, that they are absolute proof of life on Mars. First one, not quite as exciting as the second photo. But the picture on your screen is the first one I'm going to bring you today. Not everyone can see what's on here right away, but after a little help from me pointing it out, it's usually pretty easy to see. This was on an embankment or a hillside on Mars, and when I saw it, I knew right away what it was. For me, it was easy to tell. But for some, it's not so easy to make out right away. So basically what we have here, or looks like to me anyway, are two serpent heads or snake heads. You can see this kind of trail that winds its way down the mountainside, and there is a walkway that leads right up to this serpent head here that's been sort of carved into the side of the embankment. Right here's a second one. Here's an eye, and the serpent head is right here. Now, if there was only one of these, even though it would stand out as well as it does, I'd say, well, it could be just about anything. But they wanted to make it clear what was here, and to me there are two serpent heads here. This one up here, not quite as clear to make out as this one here, but certainly you can see the trail that winds down to the base of the mountain here. So maybe I can help draw this out a little bit. If I can remember how to do this. Okay, here we go. So the first one, is right in here, and I'll try to use my limited skills. Its mouth comes right in there. It loops around like this. There's an eye right here, and the rest of its head continues on like this. And then there's a trail that leads down to the first head, and this one's pretty easy to make out here. The serpent head is right here, comes around like that, and it has an eye right here. And then of course you can't miss this trail that winds down the mountainside right here. Really easy to make this out. And I'll get rid of all this writing for you, but that's essentially what you're looking at, the two serpent heads, one here and one here, with the trail winding down the mountain. So let's clear that up so you can get a good look at it. And there you have it. First one being right here. This is the eye, and the mouth is right in here. That's the head of the serpent there, and it winds down to the second one, which has an eye right here, and the mouth and the rest of the head, and then it winds down. Now, maybe this might help you. With my limited skills, I I was able to brighten the picture a little bit, so I don't know if this helps you see it any better. Again, right here, being the first head, there's the eye. There's the head of the first serpent, winds down. Here's the second head. Here's the eye of the second serpent or snake, and the head is right here. And this would be, I guess, their representation of the body of the serpent winding down this hillside. So this being the first of the two photos I have for you today, I have no doubt in my mind that this is not natural, and there are two serpent heads carved into the side of this mountainside here. So there you have it on the first picture. I'm not sure if that helps you see it better, or this one helps you see it better. Again, here's the eye of the first one. The mouth loops down and around. This is the head of the first serpent right here. There's the eye and the head winds down. Here's the second serpent head right here, with this being the eye of the serpent, and this representing the body of the serpent. So that's what I see on that particular one. The second picture is far more exciting, and we're going to move on to that picture right now. So let's start with the way I found it first. Again, this was on the side of another hillside or mountainside, and as I was moving along, just kind of looking for any kinds of signs of life, this stood right out to me, just about as clear as you can imagine. It almost looks like a Native American to me. It's the face is carved right into the side of the mountain here. This being the chin and the mouth, his nose, very large nose here. There's an eye right here, and another eye on the other side. This being the whole face, the chin and the face. It almost as if they created some sort of headdress. If you look close here, looks like some sort of headdress on them as well. Super clear, super easy to see. I have other pictures of this, and what's the amazing part of this picture is not that it's just carved into the side of Mars, and it's not supposed to be there. Here, let's bring it up a little bit. Here we go. So here's his chin, his mouth right here. You can see the nostril cut right into his nose, which is his nose is right here. There's an eye right here. Another eye on the other side. This would be his forehead. It's really easy to see, and this is absolute proof that there's life on Mars. It can't get any clearer than this. This looks like some kind of headdress, or maybe supposed to represent feathers or whatever it is on them. But you can absolutely make this out. Let's move on to I cleared up the picture a little bit. Here we go. Now, again, the fact that this is even here is really quite amazing. But the most amazing part of this photo is not that it's on Mars, or it's an actual human face on Mars. I mean, you can make out the eye and the other eye, the large nose, his nostrils, his mouth, his chin. I mean, here he is right here, clear as day. But the most amazing part of this photo is that it's on Mars, and the guy carving this face into the side is standing right here. You can see the scaffolding he's standing in right here. Here's his head, his torso, his shoulders and body, and he's standing right here, carving this face into the side of this mountain on Mars. That is the absolute dead ringer. There is life on Mars. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit, help you guys see him. Here he is right here, standing right in this scaffolding. You can see the pipes crisscrossing right here. The guy standing here in it, literally carving this face into the side of the mountain. I don't know how much more proof anyone needs that there's life on Mars. So there are other factors in this picture. Right here is it like an oak barrel with straps on it. Not sure if you can make that out or not, but there's literally a barrel sitting right here. But having this, he looks almost like a Native American to me, carved into the side of this cliff. And here's the guy carving, the guy doing the work. There's a post right there, his scaffolding he's standing in. Here's his body. His head is right here. His shoulders are here. And he's literally carving this into the side of this Mars cliff right here. I don't know how much more proof you people need. Let's blow it up. God, you can see the retina of the eye. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. Here's the nose right here. It hooks up. You can actually make out the eyebrow, the retina of the eye. There's another eye right over here. Of course, it's on the other side, so it's a little more difficult to see. Here's his mouth, his chin right under here, his mouth, and the guy doing the work, carving this into the rock cliff. You can see the posts from the scaffolding that he's standing in doing the work. Here's his head and his body. His shoulders are coming down, and he's working on this the sculpture right now. I hope you can make that out because it's there. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I don't know how much more proof you need that there is life on Mars. This one picture absolutely shows that there is life on Mars, and I am so glad I got this picture. I'm not sure I need to even draw this out for you, but let's kind of attempt to do it. And so the headdress looks like it's all here, but the main face of it, here's his chin right under here. I'm sure you can make that out. His mouth, the opening for his mouth is right here. His nose goes like this. There's his eye. Absolutely incredible. There's the other eye on the other side right over here. And of course his chin and stuff comes right down like that. Now if you look really closely, you can actually see the guy in the scaffolding standing right here. There's literally a pipe that comes down this way, a pipe that comes across like this, and another piece of scaffolding pipe here. And he's standing right in the middle of this scaffolding. Let's get this out of the way so you can see exactly what I'm talking about right here. But here's a piece of the scaffolding pipe right here. Another piece crossing. Another piece crossing. And the guy is standing right in here. His little head is right here. His shoulders and his back. He's standing right in the scaffolding, literally carving this into the side of the cliff. as the satellite went over and took this picture. I'm not sure how much more proof you need that there is life on Mars. I would love to see what NASA would have to say about this particular picture if I showed it to them. In fact, I welcome them to look at this picture and tell me that it's not what we're seeing. So let's see. I hope you guys can see this. I hope you can see the little man that's standing in the scaffolding, carving the face. I don't know that you can make out this oak barrel right here, but it is pretty easy to see, and you can actually make out, if you look close enough, the steel straps that hold this oak barrel together. Right here and right here. There are other things in this photo that are difficult to make out. It'd be kind of pointless for me to even try to point them out to you. If you are here with me in my living room, I would be glad to go over some of the other things that are in this photo. A good example is all of these items right here. I don't know if you can make this out, but I believe these are all the tools and things this guy standing in the scaffolding needs to do the work that he's doing right here, carving this face. But the actual eye, the retina, I mean, it's right there. I'm going to blow it up for you. Here's our guy in the scaffolding carving the face, and look at the eye of this carving. I mean, it doesn't get more real than that. So please tell me what you think of this, and it is absolute proof there is life on Mars. I have a lot more to come, a lot more exciting photos for you to show this that there is life on Mars, and I will continue to search for new things to show you. But again, thanks for stopping by, watching this video. I'll put another one out soon, and you'll get to meet the neighbors. All right, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.